bikers, we're going to be competing with the bikers. They don't like freedom, clearly, because that's what we're here for. We're here because for the past 2 years, in fact for the past about 50 years, our freedoms have been gradually taken away. Drip by drip by drip. The latest fiasco has been... Now I probably don't need to tell anybody here about... I told them in there about it 2 years ago. I told them it was the biggest hoax in history when I was a city councillor, and I still believe it's one of the biggest hoaxes in history. But let's just have a look at history. I'm not going to go that far back, but I just want you to, I used to be a head teacher, so I'm just going to give you a little bit of homework. I want you to look up 9/11. What happened on 9/11? I want you to look up the Titanic. Who got killed on the Titanic, and I wonder why those people got killed on the Titanic. I want you to look at climate change. We're in Norwich. UEA is famous for those dreadful emails where they shut down any debate on climate change. I used to be a Green councillor in here, and one of the reasons I stopped being a Green councillor, yeah, I'm talking rubbish, thank you, very helpful. I used to be a Green councillor in here because back then I believed in climate change and I believed all the narrative. I no longer do that. I've read enough and seen enough and listened to enough experts around the world to be convinced that it's all part of the scamdemic, all part of the same agenda. And has been part of that, has terrified everybody. I'm now an osteopath. I see patients every day, and I see people who are absolutely terrified to leave their homes. I heard of a young lady the other day, she's an office worker. They've all been working remotely at home for the past 2 years. She's now pregnant. I don't know how she got pregnant, but she managed to get herself pregnant, but she's not been out of their house for 2 years. Now that is weird. That is mental illness. And she can't come back into the office because she's terrified that if she comes back into the office, she's going to catch. Now anyone who knows anything about health, and I know that a lot of you guys are absolute experts in this now, and you know a lot more than a lot of the doctors do now, because mutate, they change. I speak to Professor Dolores Cahill on a weekly basis. No longer exists, even if it did in the first place, and there is a debate about that. I'm on the fence on that one. But the debate is, the bit that is not debatable is that no longer exists. It has changed, it has mutated, and it's done what all do, it mutates down. It becomes less dangerous, which is why we do not die from a common cold. This, what they're calling